primitive man's tendency to see a magical connection between an image and its subject, carried down to later civilizations, in which images had religious significance, such as the spirit of the pharaoh being carried to the afterlife through his portrait statue, or the images of the saints or holy figures, in medieval icons, in the Catholic Church, that were prayed to, and had healing powers. 3. Prehistoric man started to complete the images found in things like rocks or wood, as in the small figurine of the Venus of Willendorf, where a small hole in a piece of limestone became the navel of this fertility symbol. Or they saw a horse imaged in a rock wall and completed it. They developed better tools to manipulate images and began to make images from scratch, after learning from completing images. 4. People started to identify with images, hold them sacred, and symbolize abstract ideas with images, like the fertility images and mysterious marks on the cave walls. The second prehistoric age is the Neolithic era. Neolithic means New Stone Age. This period first came to the Near East, primarily in Turkey and Jordan, around 12,000 to 8,000 BC. The Neolithic era came to Europe later, around 6,000 to 2,000 BC, and developed more rapidly. The people of this period began to settle down in villages and cultivate food sources of plants and animals, agriculture and livestock, and these people still used stone tools. Order and discipline in communal societies developed, and crafts emerged, such as weaving, pottery, and spinning cloth. They built dwellings of stone, brick, and wood. The first fired pottery, clay formed into vessels and then baked with fire, is dated back to around 5000 BC in the Near East, and spread to Egypt and the rest of the Northeast, to Europe. Fragments of pottery have been pieced back together, sometimes making whole parts. By 9000 BC in the Near East, men were building fortifications, due to conflicts with other groups of men, rather than nature, possibly from competition for grazing land and land to grow crops. More people were competing for the food supply, and people organized into groups to defend themselves. The villages we will study are Jericho on the Jordan River, the West Bank territory near Palestine and Israel, around 7000 BC, and Catalhuyak in Anatolia, around 6000 BC, which is now Turkey. Following the Neolithic Revolution, Neolithic village life was abandoned as societies developed in larger units, cities and city-states. The first civilizations developed in Mesopotamia and Egypt. New technology of metals developed in the Bronze Age and Iron Age, such as bronze casting, which appeared in the Middle East around 3500 BC, and smelting and forging of iron was developed by the Hittites around 2000 to 1500 BC, in what is now Turkey. The new competition for mineral resources and food caused more conflicts between civilizations. In Central and Northern Europe, from around 4500 to 1500 BC, the Neolithic era and Bronze Age overlapped. Here there were sparsely populated villages that built megalithic structures, such as Stonehenge in England, made of huge blocks placed in large-scale structures, either placed singly, or placed upon each other without mortar. It is generally thought that Stonehenge was used for ritual and religious ceremonies, as well as an agricultural calendar marking the phases of the moon and sun, and possibly an astronomical observatory. Stonehenge was abandoned around 1100 BC. As the use of metal increased, the construction of large stone monuments decreased. So ends the introduction to prehistoric art.